Hello, I'm Melina, and today I'm going to talk about how it actually is possible. If you have a goal in mind and you thought about it and you were like, oh, I don't know if I can do it, I don't know if it's possible, I can tell you it is possible. You just have to shift your mindset into thinking it is possible, and there's certain ways you can do that. So, number one is change your environment. So the best thing I ever did is to leave my hometown and move somewhere else, because where you grew up and where you were born, there's a certain belief system that's connected with your hometown and your mind. So if the people in your hometown are like very traditional, maybe a little bit conservative, then it's very likely that you have a little bit of this mindset too. And then if you can step out of your comfort zone but moving somewhere else, the best thing is actually to move to like a very different city, even if it's just for the experience. Like, you don't have to stay there all life long. But the best tip is actually to completely change your environment and moving somewhere else. Now, I know that it's not always that easy, especially if you have a lot of responsibilities connected to the city you live in. But if you already thought about moving, I can tell you it's worth it, because you learn how to adapt to certain situations, and you automatically change your way of thinking, because people in every city and every country have a different way of thinking, and you learn how to think for yourself and not listen to other people that much automatically. And you will also like meet new friends and have a new circle, so you will already learn something new by connecting to new people. But if that's not possible for you, like if you don't want to move somewhere else, then you can change your environment by simple tricks, like watching YouTube videos, listening to podcasts, or reading books or watching documentaries. There are so many things you can do to adapt a new way of thinking. So that's my first advice for you, to just change your environment in some way in order to grow. And then my second advice has to do something with dopamine. So I don't know if you knew this, but dopamine is released before you think, or like at the moment you think you're gonna be rewarded. So dopamine makes you do things because it makes your brain think that you're gonna be rewarded afterwards. So if you are on social media and if you scroll through like pictures and videos and stuff like that, you automatically think that you're gonna be rewarded, and that makes you do it. And that's also the reason why people are addicted, because you make your brain think that you're gonna be rewarded afterwards. So that's dopamine has something to do with my second advice. And I'd recommend you to limit the time you spend on social media. Like, you can still use it, but use it in a productive way. Use it in advantage for you. You should use it to become a better version of yourself and not to just be entertained. Because you can be entertained by doing social things with real people, with your real friends, and you don't really need social media for that. So that's my second advice. And I have another advice for you to change your way of thinking and have a mindset shift. And the other way is to try new things. It's really connected to my first advice, to like change environment, but I think you should try something new as often as you can. The best thing to do would be to try something new every day. And it doesn't have to be something crazy or fancy. You can, for example, try to do everything with your left hand tomorrow. And then the day after, you can try to learn another sentence in another language. Like, there's so many things, and it actually makes you creative. Like, you can maybe do it for the year 2023. I'm still collecting ideas for 2023 because I really want to try so many things last year. So if you have anything new you want to try, you can write it down in the comment section. But I really think you should try something new every day if you can. And you can, because it doesn't have to be something big, but maybe learn how to say good morning in French for tomorrow. That's your that's your task for tomorrow. And it's like, it changes your way of thinking because it makes you think on your own. And I think that nowadays, like, we really unlearn to think for ourselves because there's so many informations coming from everywhere, and we just like accept it, but most of the times we don't even have an opinion of our own. We just adapt the opinion of somebody else. So I encourage you to think for yourself. So this video, I was very excited. As you could see, like, I was talking very quick because this video actually I created very spontaneously because I just had this idea in my head and I wanted to let it out. And as you know about my account, until now the videos are uncut and unedited because I want you to feel like we're in the same room. I want you to feel like you're my friend, and I want to talk with you and have a real conversation. So you can always comment and like let me know your thoughts about certain things. And that's why everything's unedited and uncut, because I want to keep it very real. Maybe I'm gonna change it one day, but for now I like the idea of like just talking to you as my friends. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I see you next time. Bye!